Microsoft have been criticised a lot recently for the lack of high-quality first-party games on the Xbox platform. Sea of Thieves was their biggest first-party game in a while, but people weren't exactly impressed. But there is one particular industry analyst who has absolutely nothing good to say about the game or the developer.
In an interview with Gaming Bolt, industry analyst Michael Pachter said famed game studio Rare has gotten worse and worse over the years. In the interview, Pachter was asked about Microsoft and the lack of first-party exclusives on Xbox. Pachter said, quote, "You know, I think, and I mean this with respect, but I think they have limited capacity within their studios to innovate. So the 343 guys do Halo, and that's great, and it challenges them to the max to come up with some new twist every 2 to 3 years on Halo. The Coalition guys do Gears, and it's the same thing for them. Rare, on the other hand, has just not been very good at innovation." Rare's latest game was the pirate sandbox Sea of Thieves, which was released to mixed reviews and concern from some gamers over the lack of content within the game. Speaking about Sea of Thieves, Pachter said, quote, "I think the decisions Microsoft makes on what games to make are based on the talent they have internally. And as for Rare, I think this is what they've got. This is the best they can come up with, so it's hard."
This is the best they can come up with.
This is the best. Weasels. That's what it makes them feel like. It's horrible.
Suffice to say, he doesn't like Sea of Thieves. In the interview, Pachter does admit that he doesn't like the pirate genre and multiplayer games where others can take your rewards. So Sea of Thieves wasn't exactly going to appeal to him in the first place. Pachter also said he thinks Sony has more talented first-party studios, something Microsoft doesn't have right now. Pachter added, quote, "They had Lionhead, and that didn't work out very well. They've stuck with Rare for 20 years, and that didn't work out. I just think Rare has gotten worse and worse." Gaming Bolt also asked Pachter about Microsoft's next exclusive, State of Decay 2, which he was a bit more optimistic about. Pachter did express concern about zombie fatigue, but he thinks it's been long enough since the first State of Decay came out that people will get excited for the sequel. It's maybe worth mentioning Xbox head Phil Spencer recently said on Twitter that Microsoft are working to address the lack of high-quality first-party titles on Xbox, but it will take time. Is Rare like just a game developer that's gone from good to being bad? Is Sea of Thieves just a flat-out bad game? I don't know, Jake. What do you think?
I kind of do think that, yeah. I mean, Rare had loads of great games on the Nintendo 64 and on the SNES. Basically, Nintendo had all the best, like Donkey Kong Country, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie. That's all like Rare. I mean, they had Viva Pinata on the 360, if you can include that. And then they've brought out the Kinect dance game, Sea of Thieves, which has about the same amount of content as an N64 game. Although I don't agree how he's saying it, I kind of do agree with what he's saying. And I know it sounds horrible, but it's true. Nintendo had Rare at their best. Maybe it's Microsoft. Maybe it's the way that they're channeling it. Like he said, Lionhead were great. I mean, Fable and stuff. And then something happens. Microsoft have just got this weird... They're like cursed. That's the only way to describe it. Everything that they touch seems to just crumble. All the developers that they touch seem to just either lose quality or shit the bed and leave.
Yeah.
And Phil Spencer knows that as well. That's why he's addressing it head on these days, saying, look, we've done backwards compatibility, we've done hardware, and now trust us, we're getting these first party games. And he's not being a dick about it. He's congratulating Sony on like God of War and stuff like that. And, you know, I believe that they can get better. They just need to focus more. And maybe not listen to Michael Pachter as much. I don't know, just try and ignore him.
Yeah, Michael Pachter and Sea of Thieves. He's stating the obvious here, though. Microsoft don't have enough exclusives. Well, how much do they pay you for that? You're supposed to be an analyst. I mean, that's news
Top
to
analysis,
me.
yeah.
That's news to me. So I've got us thinking, like, Michael Pachter is an analyst, and he's, you know...
Who is this man?
What, you know, let's analyse the analyst for a change. A new segment to the show, I guess. Let's analyse the analyst. So, Michael Pachter, let's have a review of you, if you like.
Can we have like a jingle? Pachter is an analyst for Wedbush Securities and is best known for his opinionated predictions about the state of the games industry. For example, in 2012, Pachter caused a bit of a storm when he called gamers whiny after they criticised the end of Mass Effect 3. Pachter said, quote, "Whiny gamers are only going to cause their beloved games to take even longer between episodes." Sometimes though, Pachter's known for championing the concerns of gamers. And in 2010, he called the practice of on-disc DLC just pure greed.
That is all well known about Pacta, but we decided to dig a little deeper and provide some analysis of our own. So Pacta is listed as a Wall Street analyst on the website tipranks.com, although his profile isn't exactly what you'd call glowing. He's ranked as number 4,338 out of 4,787 analysts on the site, and that's number 10,159 out of 11,222 overall experts. His success rate is only 51% based on profitable recommendations, with his average return rating, which means average profit anyone would make by following his recommendations, is a lowly minus 2.2% based on his 664 ratings since January 2009. So what that means is essentially for every $100 you invest based on his hot tips, you're likely to only see $97.80 back. So this raises the question, why does Pacta appear a gaming industry figure, with his analysis being quoted by so many gaming news outlets on a regular basis, when he is so seemingly unsuccessful as an analyst, at least on Wall Street? So there you go, Pacta. Throw all the shit you want about games and developers that you don't like or whatever. You shit yourself, is what I'm saying.
1% more than a coin flip. That's his percentage of success rate. Like, because we all hear about Michael Pacta all the time. Like, he's always blabbing on, and everyone always picks it up. So, I don't know. We just had a look today. How good is he on Tip Ranks, which sounds like a
Tip Ranks
grinder alternative. And he's like, so like basically 10th out of 11. I don't know. He seems very outspoken for somebody who's not that much of a winner. Is what I'm saying.
This is a Wall Street analyst website, right? So maybe that's why he goes into the gaming sphere, because he's no good on Wall Street. He's not making anybody any money on Wall Street. So maybe that's why he's like, everyone quotes him because he's an analyst, so we've got to quote this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Apparently not. Apparently he doesn't know all.
Do you reckon he plays games? Like, I reckon he's dead good at like Warframe. I bet he's one of them people that says what about Warframe in the conversation. That's how people take him seriously.
Destiny 2, well, just play Warframe.
Yeah, that's the best that Wall Street have got to offer for the gaming industry. Michael Pacta. That's what that man's been saying about Sea of Thieves.
About our games.
Yeah, that's what a man who outwardly said, I don't like pirate games, said about a pirate game.
Yeah. So a bit of balance for you there. For you guys who got upset about Sea of Thieves being slated by this guy, we dug a little deeper, and hopefully you're not, because we preempted your response. Who the is this guy? Well, that's who he is, and apparently he's pretty shit.
So that's the opinion of tipranks.com's number 4,338th top analyst, Michael Pacta. Let us know what you think about that in the comment section below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around here. More content on the screen right here. Link to our Patreon there. See you next time.